This
Sorry?
conference will now be recorded.
Set data type, right?
Yes.
Okay. So from the data types, the last data type, which is the dictionary data type. So let's open our Anaconda Navigator. Just opening it. So guys, you also try to be opened Anaconda Navigator in your local missions. So once I open, then just launch the Jupyter Notebook. Then go to your specific location where these files are available. Okay, Vamshi folder, right? So, okay. So the last class is it's a set data type. Now you look, we are going to be creating the new Jupyter file, and the name of the file is so 10/11/2022. It's a Python dictionary data type, right? So what exactly the dictionary? What is the dictionary? So dictionary means the dictionary. Okay, dictionary is the data type. So this particular data type, we have a predefined class which is the dict. Okay, so dict is the predefined class for that. Predefined class for the dictionary. Okay, so to create the dictionary or to understand the dictionary here, dictionary is always holding the records or items. So you can simply say that it's a collection of records or else items. Okay, so within curly braces. So within the curly braces, if you are maintaining the records or if you are collecting the records or items, that we are calling it same dictionary. Clear, right? Yeah, fine. Now, so here, what is the record or what is the item? What is item or else what is record? So here the record or item both are same only, which is a combination of it's a combination of key and value. Okay, the pair of key value that we are calling it say record or else value. So basically it can be help you to maintain the records. It will help you to maintain the records. So as of now this is fine. Let's do a small thing. So let's try to create a small dictionary, and the dictionary is it's employee data. Okay, employee records. So employee records means what? So the dictionary or the record or the employee dictionary which is having the employee ID. For example, employee ID is a 45 and the corresponding name, so it's employee ID, for example Vamshi. Okay, and the second employee ID is for example 67 and the corresponding employee name is Sumit. So this is the way you can able to go for maintains the or we can collect the records. Okay, for example 78. So here Ganesh is the employee here. Okay, so this is the way you can maintain or we can collect the records and we can store into the curly braces that we are calling it say dictionary data type. Let's go for find the data type of the this particular emp underscore. So emp underscore dictionary. Okay, this is the dictionary was returns the dict only because of which is collecting the some records right within the curly braces. So how the set he's having some properties. Meanwhile, the dictionary also having some properties. What are the properties it might having it? So the first property is duplicate key items. Duplicate key items can remove. Okay, automatically it can be remove it. So duplicate key items, which means 45 Vamsi, 67 Sumit, and 78 Ganesh, and maybe so the 67 having the okay. So another key I'm creating the another item or record. Okay, and with the key of the Sumit, I'm going to be creating the another one actually. Okay, for example, Jai. See, in this particular situation, what happens? This is the thing can be, this is the thing can be removed and it can be updating the this particular item actually. So instead of taking the two different item with the same key, it can be considered the only one. It can be considered the only one. We can try for this here. So this is my first item and this is my second item. This is my third item. This is my fourth item. But unfortunately, my second item and fourth item having the same key. So from this two, so which is the last one that it can be considered as the updated one. Okay, so which means that it can be finalizing the J information. Clear, right? So this is the way you can maintain the record, but so here we need to remember one thing: duplicate key items which is not to be considering, it can be remove it and it can be updating the latest one. Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now, so what type of data we can consider as the values? So values can be any data type. So in place of values we can use any type of data. Okay, values can be any data type. Let me take it a small example. So it's not employee data. For example, this is the small dictionary. Okay, so because of we are not creating the employee record now, we are just creating the some dictionary, and here 45, and this is Vamsi, and you know the second item, the second value is so some list, and for example third value is for example tuple. Okay, and the fourth value is for example set, and you know, so the last one is dictionary we are holding as the value. Okay, so here try to observe here, this is the string, this is the list, this is the tuple, and this is the set, and this is the dictionary. These are the data types where in place of values I am placing here. Okay, so we are not getting any kind of error. Okay, we are not getting any kind of error, and moreover we are getting output here, right? But careful observe here, actually this is my fourth item, but while it is printing, it was in the second position or not. So which means that the dictionary data type also which is not following the proper order, that you need to remember that one. So dictionary also not following the ordering. Okay, so dictionary also it's not following the order. Maybe order can be change, maybe order can be alter. Did you clear my point why I'm saying this particular point here? Because of order was changing, right? Fourth one element was, it was in a second position, bro. So order was changing or not? This is fine. So here in place of values I can use the integers, I can try to use the float, I can try to use the complex, none, and I can try to use the boolean, and I can try to use the complex. Different type of data I'm holding as the values, and here also we are not getting any kind of error. Okay, here also we are not getting any kind of error. So careful observe here. Okay, so this place is Okay, so yeah, so here also, which is not we are holding a different type of data elements as the values, we are not getting any kind of error. Now same thing we can try for the keys can't be list, set, and dictionary. If I'm trying to be holding the set, list, dictionary as the keys, we can't do that actually. That could be an error. Okay, let's try this for one. Okay, so in place of the list value, I just make it as the list is the key. So we are getting an error or not? So we can't be use the list as key. Same thing, we can use the set. I would like to try to use the set as my key. Set, if I'm using the set is my key, then that is also can be an error. And if I'm trying to be doing here dictionary is my key, so this situation also you will get the an error. Other than this three data types, other than these three data types, we can use any data type as the key. Ganesh, Jai, Vamshi, and Sumit, Satish, Sandeep, Suman, Kishore, all of you can be getting this particular point or not? Ganesh, is it clear or any questions here?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay, Vamshi?
Clear. Clear.
Okay. Now, I would like to try to use the string is my key. So we are not getting any issue. Here I'm no tuple I would like to use as a key. Tuple is I'm using as a key. Here also we are not getting any error. So this two things we are not getting error in the sense we can try for the integers. Integer is already done. We can use the float as the key. We can try to use the complex as the key. We can try to use the none is the key. We can try to use the okay, and boolean is also as a key. Okay, this thing we can try ourselves, but here I'm finalizing what here. So list and set and dictionary we can't be used as a keys. Rest of the things we can use it. Now, for example, you have a set. So I would like to update the okay existing one. I would like to update the existing one. For example, in place of dict key 67, there could be the list of 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? So here I would like to change the data in in a key 67. Okay, so it's not 1 comma 2 comma 3. It might be different data. For example, 56, so that you can modify. So dict can be mutable, so that we can able to modify the existing data. So here previously we have a list over here, so we are modifying as the 56, right? So that's a use of this particular key. So we can use the key with reference of the key, we can change the data. Not only for changing, if you want to add the new one, so for example I would like to add some new key, and corresponding value is of 560. So now here, so we are creating the new item, the item which is having the 100 and 560. Okay, 100 and 560. 100 is my key, 560 is value. Not only updating the existing one, if you want to create the new item into the existing dictionary, that is also can be possible with help of this particular key assignment. Clear? And here if you want to access the values with the reference of the key, we can do it actually. For example, if you want to access the 45 dict of 45, which can be written the name is Vamshi. And for example, if I'm using the key is for example 67, then we are going to be accessing the list of 1 comma 2 comma 3. So this is the way you can able to go for accessing the values with the reference of the keys. Okay, other than this thing, We can't access that entire item. We can access only values with reference of the keys. Clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Okay. Now we can do some kind of operations on the dictionary. What kind of operations we can do it? If you want to clear the all items in one shot, then we can use the method is clear method. When I'm using the clear, it can be remove the all items in one shot. Okay, that's the use of the clear method. And for example, if you want to be access the if you want to access the value with reference of the key with help of the get method, we will do it same like previous one. 67, this is the way you can able to go for accessing the each and every value with the reference of the key with the get method. Okay, now if you want to remove the one specific item from one specific item with the reference of the key, that is also possible with pop method. So the pop which can be receiving the key, that means we're able to go for removing this item. Once if you remove this item, it may have only 4 items now, so you can print it again. We can repeat the same statement with a different key, then again it can be remove it. So it can be remove the not only item, it can be returns the value, corresponding value as well. Okay, so for example 670, whatever the data we have it, that you can able to remove it. So this is the way. So one specific item we can remove it, and while the time of removing, you can able to return the corresponding value also. That is the use of the pop. Now, so we have the one more method is there, that is the pop item. It can be removing the entire item. So by the time of removing, it can be written that item as well. Okay, so but it is not receiving any input. So which item I would like to go for removing the sense it rightmost of the rightmost item. So here the rightmost item is this is the item. This item was removed. Once if it is removed, then we have only this four elements, first four elements or four items. Again, if I'm using the pop item, so from this particular four, the last one is 670 and curly brace of 1 comma 2 comma 3, right? This can be removed. So this is the way. This is the way you can able to remove the. Okay, you can able to remove the entire item. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. So now, for example, we have the. Let me consider I have the two dictionaries are there. I have the two dictionaries are there. This situation, what I would like to do, I would like to update the dictionary. Okay, for updating the dictionary with existing elements as well as new items from the another dictionary. For that one, we can have a method is update method. So this is the way you can able to update the one specific dictionary. So previously you have only 3 items. Once if you did the update, then automatically updating the existing and new items as a new dictionary was creating. Type error and key error. Okay, so good question. So type error means, so type error and key error. So Sandeep asking the question is the what is the difference between the type error and key error? Okay, so type error in the sense, so data type related error. Okay, data type related error. So key error in the sense, so for example, the data which is there, right? So each and everything, it is the key. So if the key is not found, then you might be getting the key error. Okay, if so this is the 45 is the key and 67 is the key and 78 is also key. So these are the keys. So when this particular key is not existed, then you might be getting the key error. And this type of data we are not able to hold as a key, then that could be the data type error, data type related error.
So actually అన్ని డేటా టైప్స్ లో వస్తుందా అని
So key we cannot be use list, set and dictionary. When you're trying to using those 3 data types, then you might be getting that error.
ఓన్లీ లిస్ట్ టైప్ డిక్షనరీ టైప్ వాటిలో
See, there
త్రీ
is
డేటా
some limitations. Yeah, there is some limitations, right? I already told you, right? So you can use anything as a key except list, set and dictionary. Okay, whenever I'm using these 3 data types, so that I'm getting this kind of type error. So here we are getting the type error, here also we are getting the type error, here also we are getting the type error. Other than these 3, if I'm using anything, we are not getting any kind of error because of which is supported. Only these 3 data types are not supported, so that we are getting the type error.
అంటే కీ ఎర్రర్ ఇస్ కమింగ్ ఎట్ సెట్ డేటా టైప్ సెట్ డేటా టైప్ లో కీ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది కదా
So that's the reason, because of here we should understand one thing. So this is the set, right? Okay, so this is the set or not? This is set. Whenever I'm trying to be holding the some list as the, okay, when you're trying to be holding the list as the, so here also we are getting what, which error? Type error. That means in a set we can't hold the list, we can't hold the set, we can't hold the dictionary, we can't store this data types, can't handle it, so that we are getting this kind of error.
కీ ఎర్రర్ సెట్ డేటా టైప్ లో కూడా ఒకసారి వచ్చింది కదా.
See, one thing you should understand, error can be comes from anywhere or any situation. Okay, so each and every error, it having it meaningful thing. So type error we are not only getting only in a set and a dictionary, you might be getting the type error in a different scenario. For example, you can try to, just a minute, you can try to convert the complex number into the integer. Is it possible? No, that is also type error. So here this type of data you can't be converting into this type. So here the common thing what you observe here, data type, this type of data you can't be converting into this type. And here also this is the set data type, this type of data we can't hold inside of it, this is the data type. So we are talking about data type, and because of the data type we are getting the error, then that kind of error we are calling it's a type error. Clear?
Okay.
So key error in the sense, key error or index error means, so if for example you have holding this some data, so each and everything it can be keys in a, these all are keys in a set, in set data type. So here 45 is the key, 90 is the key, and 53 is the key. Now what I'm doing here, I would like to remove the one element. So if element is there, then it can be removed actually. If element is there, it can be removed. If element is not there, then we are getting the key error because of This is the one key, this is one key, this is one key. So the data what we are holding inside of the set, those elements we are calling it's the keys. The data what we are holding inside of the set, that particular data we are calling it say keys. So that specific key is not there, so that we are getting the key error. Clear or not?
క్లియర్ అంటే లేని ఎలిమెంట్ ని రిమూవ్ చేస్తే క్లియర్ వస్తుంది.
See, it's not only removing the element from one specific thing, you just understand a general way. So there are some keys are there. For example, you have a room, right? You have a room, and you have 10 rooms, for example. Room 1 having its own key, right? Room 2 is having its own key, right? Okay. For example, if you try with so some unexisted key, then you can, is it possible to open that room?
No, it's not
No,
possible.
right? That means it's a key error. For example, there is no room, even you're trying to be accessing the room, how it is possible? That's a room related error, right? In the same way, you just understand errors are different type. Each and every error, it is having its own meaningful information. Okay, meaningful error. So type error in the sense which is working, which is getting because of the data types. Type error we are getting because of the data types. Key errors we are getting because of the keys. Index errors we are getting because of the index. For example, we can try this thing. So this is the list data type. Okay, these are the list data type, right? So each and every element, it is having its own index, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now so a dot index of 56, is the 56 is available here?
No, sir.
So here 56 is the value or not?
Yeah.
So in a list elements we are calling it, in a list elements we called values. Okay, in a list elements we are calling it's a value, so that it's a value error because of this 56 is not there, so that we are getting the value error. Okay, now so we have a pop method, right? So pop of 100, is the 100 is there, it's the index. So pop is working on the index and index is working on the values. So value error in the sense, this is the 56 value is not existed, 56 value is not existed, because of that I'm getting error. The error name is value error. So here pop is working on the index, so this is 100 index is not there, so that I'm getting the index error. So here the errors are having a lot of meaning actually. So each and every error having its own meaning, and in a special cases only we are getting this kind of error. This all errors we are calling it say runtime errors. Okay, so try to observe in a different, what are the different type of errors. So if you want to understand, then we just go on lot many errors we have it. So when we are deeping into the subject, then we are getting this all kind of errors. Okay, we can handle this kind of errors as well. But here my intention is that, so I would like to talk about dictionary data type. So don't deviate from the dictionary data type to a value errors. Okay, if you are having any kind of doubt related error, okay, I mean errors concepts, you can let me know, I will try to answer it. Okay,
Okay, sir.
so here what I would like to tell you, as of now the dictionary is having some kind of operations, like we are doing the pop and the get and pop item, we are removing the entire item. Okay, see, so where is this thing? Yeah, we can try this one. So here the pop, for example 780 is the key is there, 780 key is not there. When the 780 key is not there, then we are getting the key error. But the same pop method in the list data type, we are giving the index error, because of in a list data type, each and every element, each and every value, it is having its own specific position that we are calling it's the index. But In a dictionary data type, each and every value which is specially assessed to keys, so that we are getting the key error. Even the name of the method is same, but because of the data type, so there the values here, these are the things are the keys, there the things are the index. So a lot of differences are there. You don't think too much about it, but it's a good observation. But go ahead actually, okay? But don't think too much about it. Key errors, it's just errors we're getting because of the keys. Why you only key? Because of dictionary is working on the keys and values, so that it's a keys. Okay. And for example, I would like to go for accessing the all keys in one shot. I would like to go for accessing the all keys in one shot. So dict of keys. So we are able to go for accessing all the keys. These are all the keys. When you're working with this kind of data, then if you're facing any issue, then we are getting the keys error. So for example, if you try to accessing the only values, so if you want to access the only values, then we can use the values. So this is the Vamshi is the value, list 1 2 3 is the value, tuple 1 2 3 is the value. These are all values, so we can able to access the only values. Okay. And if you want to access the items, if you want to access the item, okay, dict dot item. So items, see, this is what, right? This is items, so we can able to access the items. Let's try one thing. Actually, I would like to show you one more error here. So see, if I use this thing, you won't get any kind of attribute error. For example, something which is not there here, I would like to try to use this thing. Okay. For example, this dictionary, so that means you can able to do this all kind of operations on the dictionary data type. Okay. Other than this item, other than this functionalities, if I'm using any new thing, then you will be getting error. That kind of error we are calling it attributes. So for example, dict dot, so something which is not there, for example, sample function is there here. Is there any sample function here? No. So this all things we can call it's attributes. This all things we can call it's a attributes of the dictionary. So this all are the attributes of the dictionary. So if the sample attribute which is not existing in my dictionary, so if I'm using this non-existing attribute, then we are getting the attribute error. So it depends upon the data. These are all the things we are calling it say attributes. If this attribute, if some attribute is not there, if I'm trying to be using the non-existing attribute, then we are getting the attribute error. If you're working on the keys, if the key is not existed, then we are getting the key error. If you're working on the date indexing, okay, indexing related data, then if the index is not there, then we are getting index error. If you're working on the values, if the value is not existed, then value error we are getting. Okay. If you are working on different other stuff, you have it, right? Yes. So lot many errors we have it. Um, what's the name? Prasad. So don't confuse yourself. Errors are different situations, different type of errors we are getting because of that particular issue. Okay, every error which is having which is getting because of the specific issue. Okay, not we won't get all errors with the same issue. Okay, for every issue which is having its own error. Okay.
Yes.
So here values is done, update be done, pop item is done, pop is done, keys are done, items are done, and get is done. Copy we are not done, right? For example, we have a dictionary. I would like to copy to another dictionary. Then we can use the dict of dict.copy. So when I'm using the dict.copy, we are copying all the items from the dict and we are holding into the another variable. So here both are having the same data. Both are having the same data. What is the difference? For example, instead of copy, if I'm using the assignment operator, So here also same data, right? Why we are using the dict.copy every time instead of using directly dict? So the difference between these two are, so here the memory location, even the data is same, the memory location of dict and the memory location of B is different. Okay, the memory location of B and the memory location of dict is different when you're copying. Okay, this is the one memory location, this is another memory location. Within this particular memory location, we are holding the dict items. Within this particular memory location, we are holding the B items. But you know, when I'm using the assignment operator, so if I'm trying to be finding the memory locations of dict and memory locations of B, so which means both names are pointing the same memory location. So this is also same memory location. Within the same memory location, we are pointing the dictionary dict items, and within the same memory location, we are pointing the B items. So when we are using this kind of operations, when we are using assignment operator, if you are modifying, automatically B also can be modified because of memory locations are same. If the memory locations are same, if you are working in one name, so automatically second name also can be affected. For example, I would like to add the new item, which is the 100 is my key, and value is, for example, 450, and you can try to print the value of B, and I would like to go for print the value of dicta. So in this particular situation, data can be affected for the both. Actually, you updated to B dictionary, but if you try to access the B and the dicta, so the data can be updated in the both dictionaries. Same thing if I do for the copy method. When you're using the copy, here the memory locations are different. If you're working with one name, it never affected for second one actually. Okay, so dict is not changed, only B is changed because of you're working on the B, so B only can be changed when I'm using the copying. But when I'm using the assignment operator, so it happens for both. Okay, so this kind of operations we can do on the dictionary data type. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions?
No, sir.
All right. So that's it for today's class, guys. I would like to upload this one into Canvas playlist. As of now, any doubts are there from all the data types? Vamshi, Ganesh, Sumit, Jai.
No.
Yeah. Uploaded the dictionary data type Jupyter file also. I
Okay.
think Kishore, you're saying that some issue while accessing the file. Is the everyone is getting the same issue? Accessing of this file, is it? Are you facing any issues while accessing? So actually, Kishore, you're not accepted this particular one. So you should accept this one. Okay. So as of now, Ganesh is accepted and he can able to access the files. But rest of the things are like Jaya and Prasad, Kishore. You all might getting the Canvas invitation and you should accept it. There is two option: decline and accept. First, you should click on the accept. Then only it is possible. Then only it is possible to download it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Bye guys. See you. Take care. Yeah, Ganesh, are you here? Yes,
Yes,
Ganesh.
yes. Just
So how long will take to complete the course? Are you also or here just curious? Yes, of course we will work with our language also. Okay.
okay. So the course curriculum has been shared
But unfortunately,
earlier.
the course curriculum, which is having
Uh-huh.
my details, okay. So as the company policies of your consultants, okay.